The other day, our truck had a little noise, whatever going on with it, and I was like, all right, Lord, come on now. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right. So I ended up taking it to the shop that the next day. I ended up taking it to the shop the next day. Yeah, there they looked at it. They was like, yeah, you need this, that, and the third. And I was like, come again? I was like, well, how much is this, that, and the third gonna be? And baby, they said it was almost $700. And I said, ooh, baby, I began to pray. You hear me? I began to praise. I was like, Lord, what? You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't expecting, you know what I'm saying, be doing all that or whatever. And so I was like, all right. So I did, you know what I'm saying, I talked to hubby, talked about it, we did what we had to do. And we were prepared to, pay whatever needed to be paid. So he come back and he like, I got some news for you. But let me just tell you what happened from the time he told me how much it was until the time he came back with what he told me. In between that time, I talked to my husband. I said, see, I would get irritated by this. This would irritate me. It should irritate me. First, because it's unexpected. I don't like unexpected things because, you know what I'm saying, I like to, you know what I'm saying, we working on control or whatever. So it was unexpected, so I felt some type of way about it. I said, but you know what? What I've been meditating on today is he who has promised is faithful. He who has promised is faithful. I don't know what it is. I don't care what it is. He who has promised is faithful, God. This is your truck. It's not ours. You gave it to us, all the things. So I just started just speaking over our situation. I refused to complain in that moment. I refused to, do anything other than put God back in the center and above the situation that we were currently dealing with. And so they go, the guy come back. And so as I'm doing this, as I'm proclaiming this and speaking this and all the things, he come back and he say, yeah, it was just a screw that was unhooked. You don't have to pay that. That's not what's going on. And baby, I said, God, you are good and your mercy endures. In that moment, I just started to give God thanks, because the thing is, when we have a situation, we go through things, when we decide to not exalt it above God, that's when he come in and do what only he can. That's when he let God be God. You know what I'm saying? I am not perfect in this in no way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay, baby, I was just crying in the clouds Friday. You know what I'm saying? But listen, on this particular day, baby, I chose to not exalt my issue above God. I chose to put him at the forefront of the situation, and he handled it. So I don't know what you're going through. Only thing I can tell you is don't look at what is, look at who he is. Nothing more, nothing less, and nothing else. Because he is bigger than any and everything that we can ever go through in this life.